Years ago I was at the commemoration of D-Day. I was working on a project about the veterans of World War II. One of the veterans I photographed was Mr. Frederick Bentley. And Mr. Bentley was sitting in his wheelchair and he stared into the camera with his big artificial eyes. Mr. Bentley told me that he was blinded on this Normandy beach in 1944 after being hit by a German grenade. His comrades left him behind and at his own he crawled back to his lines. And he also told me that today he was living in a home especially for war-blinded ex-servicemen in Brighton in the UK. And this is something I never heard before. It was really new to me that you have these special houses for blind people. So after completing this veterans project, Mr. Bentley's story always stayed with me and had set me thinking. Every day, also today, people are being blinded in wars. And I wanted to do another project about this. So this time it would not be about the fighters of a war, but about the victims of a war, and then especially this group of blind victims. So the first thing I did was to do research on this subject. And it turns out that larger countries who go to war on a regular basis, they have their institutions and organizations for war-blinded people. They have them in Russia, they have them in the UK, and Germany has the biggest organization of them all. Reason for that is that after World War II, there were 11,000 people blinded in the war, both civilian and military. And the Deutsche Kriegsblindenbund has 5 homes spread over Germany today. And people go there for a short holiday or they live there permanently. So I visited all these homes in Germany and I asked people to cooperate for this project and asked them if I could take their portraits. And besides the portrait, I also did an interview with everybody, because for this project I'm not only a photographer, but I'm also a writer. I think that to tell a story about this group of people, the image is not enough. You need to know more about their lives. So I asked them to tell about what happened in their life. I asked them 2 questions. My first question is, how did you get blind in the war? What happened to you? And the second question is, how did you deal with this handicap in later life? Now, and this is what I want to show in this project. If you look at the images and you read the interviews, the texts, you will see that most of these people, they are very resilient. So after what happened to them, they were able to pick up their life and to move on. They have families, they have children, they have jobs, and they lead common lives. So they are no different from you or me.